Hello, everybody. It's July 8th, 2026. My name is Xander, and I'm here to solve some puzzles. So let's get to connections. Here we go. 1 day streak. Okay, some very normal looking words. Um, uh, well, you can wax, you can shave, you can pluck. Whatever you do, do not plane, do not grate. Anything else? Maybe not. Okay, what else do we have? Drift. Ooh. These are all such normal words that it's going to be kind of hard to. Well, we have some guitar things. So pluck can go with that, and maybe pick. You can tap or hammer on. Tap is more like, uh, who's a well known musician who does that? I'm just thinking of Khaki King. And I don't even think she does it anymore. What else do we have? Cards. Huh. Lords sounds like a missing word, but it could be changing a letter or something. I don't know. A sliver, a thread, a I don't know. Well, how about theme, plot, just elements of a story? I don't see another one of those either. All right, might have to come back to this. Yep, let's come back. All right, let's check out Strands. Here comes trouble. Whippersnapper, whipper, snapper, snapper. Oh, that's not the spangram, but it's somebody who can maybe cause trouble. Rapscallion. Uh, hmm, uh, Scamp. Devil. Or Little Devil, maybe. Little Devil. There we go. Nope, I spelled that wrong. Little Devil. And Hellion. There we go. So, quite a few, and by quite a few, I mean two grid spanning answers that were not the spangram. But there we go. That was the Strands. Let's take a look at the Wordle. Oops. Well, speaking of little devils, maybe a demon. Oh, nice. 7 words it could have been. Got quite a few here. Begin, begun, feign, 7, xenon. Yeah. So there we go. Kind of lucky. 92% luck. There we go. That was the Wordle. Let's take a look at the pips. Today we have 2 Ians, 1 Rodolfo. Let's check the easy. All right, 11. That's where our 6s and 5s can go. We can put this here, this here, this here, this here, and this here. All right, that's the easy. Let's take a look at the medium. We have a 12 here, 4 size 12. That could be 3s. I kind of want it to be 3s. We also have a 3 size 3. That could be ones, maybe. Well, we have a 0. Where's that going to go? That can go in the 6. It's probably the only place it can go if this is 3s. We don't have any 2s, I'm noticing. Let's see. Greater than 4 into 3. Here we go. Yep, this is like that. There we go. That's the medium. All right, here comes the hard. Let's not have another one of those big grids today. Okay, we're back to the DD, or the letters. We have DD here. We have double here, doubles, we have 6s, 0s, and that's it. And we have a ton of 0s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So every possible 0 we have. So I feel like this will be 0s, but I mean, be my best guess. We also have two size 10s, 2 5s. So one of the 10s will, at least one of the 10s will be 6 4. And then I'm guessing a lot of these other two sized numbers and equivalence regions will need 0s in them because we need to put them places. Not, we can't just have this and that's it. They got to go other places. Obviously, well, there's one in here as well, but then we have 4 others. And we have, an example of a 0 with every possible value. I wonder if we could do like we could do 4 4 0 or 6 0. Well, actually, we have a double 6. Where's that going to go? We can put it in here, I think, technically. No, we can't. We're out of greater than 4. So I don't think this could be 6s. I think it does have to be 0s. But then where is the double 6 going to go? Here, basically? Is that the only, or here? So we could put 0 4 like that. That actually might be the only place it can go. And then could put 6 0 or 6 2. I would guess 6 0 because we are getting rid of 0s. So can we do like what? No, not that. We used our 0 4. Maybe this, and then this. Oh yeah, this does work. There you go. One goes there. All right, that was the hard. Kind of a weird one with all these 0s. We just had to keep using them until you ran out. But actually, no, it wasn't so much that the two sized number values had 0s in them. In fact, none of them did, other than the 1, which needed a 0 no matter what. So we had 3 0s here, 1 here, 1 equivalence region, and then the voids. So yeah, that was enough to get rid of all of them. I think maybe the tricky part was the 6s right here. But there we go. That is the pips, and we still have to go back to connections. All right. Well, I haven't really even found anything. This was the closest thing, but I'm not thrilled about it. Tap is kind of a more niche way to play guitar. Is there anything else it could be? I guess not. I wonder if like grate, plain, shave, possibly wax, or sliver are a way to. Well, okay, I was thinking wood, but if it you could do cheese, so not wax, but sliver, shave, plain, and grate, a way to cut up cheese. That could work. So what would wax be? Wax. I don't know. Let's just try this guitar playing technique. So let's try grate, plain, shave, and sliver. Cut into thin pieces. Okay. So we still have the green. I had a feeling there was something with plot and theme, but I don't see anything else that fits with that. What would Lords be? Worship, Lords. Maybe try shuffling up it a little bit. Wait, House of Cards, House of Worship, House of Wax. Okay. I don't know that the shuffling actually helped. Or maybe it did. I just saw it though. Well, I don't know. House of Lords. Yeah, that's something. I can't remember what it is. So that's House of blank. So it's purple. And then theme, thread, plot, I get, but then drift. Well, let me put this in. Motif. Okay. I don't know that I know drift as a motif. These other ones I could see, especially theme and maybe thread. But okay, there we go. Let's look at the bot. Oh, 77 people have played. Trickier than usual. Yeah, I found it trickier than usual, I would say. There was one in each of those last two categories that I had trouble with Lords and Drift. But this one was by far the first. Cut into thin pieces with 4%. I think that's probably two people, maybe three. Yeah, that's really low for a yellow, obviously. I wonder how much that'll change throughout the day. Oh, yeah, here's the rainbow herring. I saw wax, pluck, and shave. I didn't see thread to go with these, so maybe that's lucky. I didn't see that. But anyway, there we go. That was the connections, and that was the daily games. Thank you for joining me. Hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.